Davidson's a really good team. I think Reed Bailey is a tough guy to guard. Durkin's tough. And I just like their team. I like what Matt does. We were in deep trouble early. I tried to double down on Bailey, and that proved suspect in terms of our strategy, so we just changed it to say just play 1-on-1 in the second half. I thought Mac ATN was terrific. And then just to tap it all off, to have him go to the foul line late and make those 2 foul shots that were not even questionable, just lapping in. So, yeah, a real good win. Hopefully we can build on this and grow and get better.
Questions?
When Matt was in here a few minutes ago, he was talking about how they got kind of out-muscled there to stretch how you guys were able to be really disruptive physically in the second half. You mentioned Mac and Tia being part of that. What did you see kind of change between first and second half when you guys were able to grab rebounds and get to the basket and drive and pick up foul shots?
Yeah, I just thought we were more intelligent in our approach on the offensive end, and I thought we were more physical and determined on the defensive end. And again, Mac had a lot to do with that. His rebounding was very good. I think he had 13 rebounds.
14.
That's a lot of rebounds. He didn't play that many minutes. But everybody did some good things. Like Jaleel White made a couple of really terrific baskets. One on a great drive to the rim, which, knucklehead that I am, said, why can't we do that all the time? Be low on your bounce and can play off 2 feet, things like that. And then Shep made a couple of huge jump shots. Tunda made a jump shot. Deuce made one that I think it was more 2 than a 3, but it was an impossible shot. And one of those you say, no, and yeah, go ahead, shoot it again. So I thought we came together a little bit more in that second half, and I think the change in strategy helped us.
How about
not doubling down? So.
How about the way you guys closed out the first half and then jumped out really in the second half? How do you feel about that momentum swing?
Yeah, I think that was important. The last play where, again, Deuce makes that jumper in the corners. If you're Davidson, you're yelling and screaming on that one. We shouldn't have been able to get that. We did. And Deuce just made that shot on sheer will. And that's one of those things that he does. I mean, he's a tough kid. He competes like crazy. Drives you crazy sometimes, but competes like crazy. So, but I would agree with you. The momentum at the end of the first half wasn't great.
Is that the thing that stands out most about him, is his compete level?
Yeah, sure. I mean, he's not going to kill you. He's not not going to shoot 55% on threes. He's small, but he's tougher than most, and he's more determined than most. He's growing.
Who were some players that you coached with in his career that kind of you might say, like, hey, this is the kind of player that I had that he plays like, that I really like?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's a unique player. He's a unique kid. I mean, he had a couple of steals and layups. God forbid he would lay it up rather than dunk it. I guess if you're able to do that, that's what you want to do. Richie Tarr could do that.
Hey, Coach, you
Or could I?
6 turnovers against St. Bonnie's, only 8 tonight.
Only 2 in the second half.
Yeah.
Both of those were deuces. One was a bounce pass that had no chance of going through, and I can't remember what the other one was. But yeah, I mean, the turnover count for us, we have to continue to be that good with the basketball. And because we're going to get, just watching a little bit of UMass now, they're going to pressure us. They're going to try to speed us up a little bit and turn us over. So we have to take care of the ball better than we did. I would have liked we closed it better today as well. We can't be giving the ball up. We got to run to the baseline with our guards and make sure that they get the ball and throw it in bounds. All we had to do was catch it and hold it. Instead, we made it a little bit of a magical mystery tour at the end.
What do you identify as kind of the reason for the slow start defensively?
Yeah, again, they're really good at their execution. We decided we were going to try to make Bailey think about, we were going to run some people at him, so he had to think a little bit, but he thought very well and he kicked it out, and they just stepped up and made shots. So our coverages weren't great out of the double team. And then I think that's as much as anything. And then we didn't do a good job on the offensive end. We're trying to get 5 points of possession, and that's very difficult to do. And 1.15 would be fine for me. So we got to do a better job of running our offense and executing better than we did. And again, we turned it over 6 times in the first half. Some of them were not very good.
Don, I thought Deuce and Corey really picked it up in the second half on the defensive end. That seemed to carry over to the rest of the team. And at one point I said to Cale during the broadcast, I said, these guys are really having fun playing defense. That's got to make you feel good.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm not sure how much fun they're having. But I would agree that the fact that they picked it up and decided that this is the only way we can win the game is to be really good defensively, that was encouraging. But they're two good guys to coach. So they get it. They get, again, we're growing and learning and getting better. But we have a stretch now, and we're going to take tomorrow off. We'll practice Friday, Saturday for UMass, play Sunday, practice Monday, Tuesday, play Wednesday, practice Thursday, Friday, play Saturday. So we get 3 games in 6 days or whatever. So we got a lot. We got a big week next week. It's going to be a difficult task for us.
What are some of the things you can take away from these 2 wins? You had a dramatic ending at St. Bonaventure then tonight in the way you fought back.
Yeah, I appreciate the question. And again, I'm hoping we're learning, we're growing, we're improving, we're more team-like. And, so a number of guys, Deuce played 40 minutes, I think. I don't think he got any break. And the guys that typically get in there for him weren't hanging their head or anything else. They were excited the fact that we got to win. And all those things lead to being a good teammate, and I think that's where I'm hoping that we all are headed toward. We're terrific teammates and grateful and respectful of the opportunities that they get to play the game, and the fact that they're on this team. They want to be together. And we talk about it all the time. If you have a really good team and the team does great work and they're very successful, well, those guys are going to be together forever. Like these 2 guys were on pretty good LaSalle teams. You don't forget that. Your teammates are everything. And that's what's so great about team sports.
Speaking of St. Bonaventure, Coach, the last play, I don't know that anyone spoke about it, but what was the play called? Did you want Deuce to take the shot? And then what did you think of the shot?
Well, I loved it. Your best laid plans typically don't go according to. So I was going to throw, we have a couple of late possession plays to get a shot off in whatever it was. What was it, 2 points? 3.5? But more importantly than anything else, we got to get the ball in bounds. And they're going to be doing some crazy stuff, I'm sure, to try to not let us get it in. So we run something that we call sixer, and we ran that, and we just, there was going to be Corey or Deuce or Eric Acker that was probably going to get that opportunity. But I didn't say, okay, Corey, we're going to run you off this screen, and you're going to square up, and you're going to knock a jump shot down. At some point, you just got to trust in your guys. And a kid like Deuce who has absolutely no fear, none whatsoever. So that's the good part. The bad part is sometimes he has no fear. But it's, you live with it. You live with that, and he's a young man, and he's, again, getting better. But again, it was not a well-drawn play that was successful and coming away with a great feeling because your plan worked. It just was a guy making a play.
When Davidson was in the half-court offense in the first half tonight, you were up pretty frequently, kind of trying to get across something to the guys on the floor. What were you trying to get across there?
I think we doubled down one time on somebody other than Bailey, and it cost us. And then we didn't rotate out of the double team well enough. And then we had, I think, 3 different times. One of them was Mac, by the way, gave up an offensive rebound. They ran a little bit of offense, and Bailey throws the 3 in the basket. What are you kidding? We can't have that. And then we another time where we lost the rebound and they got a stink back. It cost us 5 or 7 points in the first half, just on simple things like that. But I thought our rotations weren't good enough. And, you know, and the reality is we don't work that hard and much at it. That's not part of our strategy. It's not like we put that plan in as of June 15th and we're going to be that way all the time. We just felt like Bailey was just such a difficult guy to guard that we had to do something. And it turned out that just playing solid basketball was the thing that helped us. But I would agree with Richie that the defensive pressure by the guards in the second half was, I think, key for us.
And how did you, see your guys respond to that switch?
Yeah, I thought they did a good job. Again, I think Meach tried. I don't think he was as successful as Mac was. Because Mac's he's got a long body, and he's strong. He's a strong kid. So I thought they did a good job.
Coach, how's it feel to get the first conference win in Glacier Arena?
Yeah, I didn't think about it until right now. But it would be nice if we can really play well here and make this a place where people don't want to come. And obviously we didn't play well against Loyola, or we didn't play well enough. Loyola played very well. They did a good job. And we didn't. And so it's nice to get on the winning side of the things in the league here at Cleveland. And everybody that comes in marvels at what happened here and how that we started the project in mid-March and it ended in mid-October. And that's a remarkable thing that construction crew did. And a lot of people deserve a lot of credit.
You said a little bit earlier, Deuce Jones has no fear. With that knowledge, what was going through your head when he was flying towards y'all's bench late in the second half and trying to grab him?
Yeah, I was thinking about catching him, but no shut him down. No, he's smart enough to know that would have been false hustle because the ball was out of bounds. We're not into false hustle. We're just into playing hard, good hustle. But I appreciate the thought because I'm saying, not on. If I check the thunder, I'm trouble. But he has no fear, and he wouldn't have minded giving me a little shot in the car, just to remind me of who's boss. Yeah.
Anything else, guys?
Good luck.
Thank you all.
Saturday, Sunday.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. All right.